this very interesting session once again in E-Literature Festival of Lovely Profession University, being organized by student organization Pentaomnia and Champ Readers Association. I am Rohan Tyagi, and along with me, Bidhun, will be introducing you to one of the most entertaining and one of the most amazing writers among us, and she is her, ma'am, welcome. She is Shuvashree Chowdhury, and she has been the author of 4 amazing works till now, which is Across Borders, Entwined Lives, Existences, and Fragments. All of them are completely, some of our novels, 2 of them are novels, one is short stories and one is poetry, and now she is again with her one more amazing work of poetry, which is will be revealed sometime later. But ma'am, welcome. On the behalf of Lovely Profession University, I welcome you. A very warm welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And the audience and
lovely
us
to be here.
Are really touched by your presence.
Thank you so much.
So, ma'am, if we formally start the session, if anyone, any writer or anyone wants to ask something about a published author, which goes from the journey where it all started. So I will ask you this question straightly, that you were completely belong to a management background, a corporate background. You worked at Jet Airways, ITC, Sheraton Hotels, Tanishq, Shoppers Stop, and all these are very big brands. They are not just some...
Randstad, you can add that. I was Randstad.
Yes, you are a senior executive.
I was a headhunter.
Yes, you are at Randstad, and these all are very big names in corporate. So, ma'am, how you came to know that there is something more to explore in your life and more to explore in your talent? So, how it started, ma'am, with the first novel?
See, honestly, I knew I could write. Since I was a child, I knew I could write. I was good in English. My English teacher always, motivated me, inspired me. But somehow I always took life as a challenge. So instead of going ahead with English honors, I went and took a BCom honors in Delhi University. And it was a huge challenge for me. But you see, I have taken up so many challenges in my life and I never took the easy route. So for me, I knew I could write, and then I kept doing a lot of other things. I wanted to experience life to the fullest. I wanted to gain as many experiences. I've done a varied, I've played various roles in various companies. And then suddenly along the way, I married a writer, a journalist. And that's where that bug bit me again. And I started blogging. As soon as we got married, within a couple of months, I started blogging. The blog picked up. It became, kind of popular of sorts. And then there was a, destiny kind of, leads you on. That's what I talk about flow in my new book. I never went against the flow. I just kept moving and moving. And, it's like the ocean in front of me just kept separating. And I kept walking ahead. All my life I've done that, and I've reached, and I don't think I've reached, badly. I'm not badly off for it, because I've come so far. And the head PR representative from one of the biggest publishing houses happened to visit my office. I just asked him that, I have these several short stories and I would like to publish. How do I go about it? So he got quite enthused, and I sent him 2-3 stories, and he told me send it to our MD. So I was quite surprised, but I think he took it, in a positive way, that since I'm, doing a senior role, I won't be just sending some kind of trash. So he sent me his MD's email ID. I wrote to them. I got a response, and they asked me for a full manuscript. Now that's the hitch. I didn't have a manuscript. So they told me in a couple of months, please hand over your manuscript, because they liked the first 3 stories. And I didn't have a manuscript. I quit my job and I wrote. I completed it in 6 to 8 months. Full time I wrote. By the end of it, it was peak recession time. 2009, 2010, if you remember, there was global recession.
Yes.
Then the publisher didn't want the book, anymore. They said it doesn't fit in our lists and this and that. So I was very disillusioned, because I had not taken up any other job offer in that time. But then I thought, okay, then I'll write a novel. And then they told me short. And then that's when I came to know short stories apparently are not publish worthy that easily from new writers. They take it from old writers, okay? But from established writers, not old writers, established writers. So I thought, okay, well, then I will write a novel if that's what it takes to get published. So you see, this one thing led to another, and then I saw I had several books. wasn't really initially a planned thing to leave the corporate world. But since I was not ready to give up, I wanted to, I don't like to be a failure. So what I get into, I must succeed in it. Then tomorrow I may leave writing, that's a different thing altogether, but till I've made it, I'm not going anywhere. So I have that kind of attitude in life. So that's what kept me going from one to the other. And now I think that I'm actually happy that the publishers didn't take me on at that stage, because see, I have a very different kind of a writing voice compared to someone who's writing at say 22 or 25 or 30. One. Two is I have got so many extreme backgrounds of experience, like corporate experience. I cannot be expected to write just like an English literature student. I read a lot of literature, so I'm I'm quite aware of all the legends in literature, but yet I do not allow myself